conflicts by peaceful ways, using heavy artillery against peaceful settlements, targeting indiscriminate assaults against civilian infrastructure, previous Tavush aggression in July, anti-Armenian rhetoric, which are aimed at depopulation of Armenians of Artsakh, proves yet another time that Azerbaijan is a threat to Artsakh, to the entire Armenian people, to the entire regional security. Hence, the self-defensive actions of Armenian forces are aimed at the neutralization of this threat. Military activities against civilians, the elderly and children is prohibited only by international law, but in all civilizations, religions. The international community must take active steps to deter not only the Azeri aggression, but also the aggression of its ally Turkey, which gets involved in Artsakh conflict, which will result in extreme destabilization of regional peace and international security. Obvious Turkish support to this Azeri adventure is a brutal violation of international law, which must be condemned by the international community. We demand to call a spade and to clearly state the aggression by dictatorial Azerbaijan against democratic Artsakh. The Parliament of Armenia reaffirms that the Armenian party has always been true to the peaceful resolution of the conflict under the Minsk group. At the same time, being a guarantor of Artsakh security, Armenia will take all the necessary means to protect the security of Artsakh Armenians and their self-determination. This is the statement which I suggest to adopt unanimously. Registration for questions. Please register for exchange of opinions. Gor Gevorkyan. Thank you, dear Chairman, dear colleagues and compatriots. It's been more than 1 day since the neighboring country launched military activities violating all human rights norms. I would like to voice one simple reality which will become also an important statement for the international community. We are special because every member of this nation is a soldier and they know what is the important mission of protecting one's motherland. Dear colleagues, the reality in this region, and particularly the large-scale military activities of Azerbaijan, more than ever require from us to say that this country cannot guarantee the security of Artsakh and Artsakh people. These activities are not negotiable. We, more than ever, are firm, and we shall not allow to diminish, belittle the right of Artsakh to live in freedom. I bow to all the courageous soldiers who have been defending our border for more than a day. And I call on the international community and all the relevant bodies to take clear steps against the country which targets settlements, which bombards communications. Thank you. Tatevik Ayrapetyan, before Ms. Ayrapetyan approaches, dear colleagues and compatriots, yesterday and today the sessions of the Parliament are translated simultaneously into Russian and English, and our foreign colleagues can learn about it. Dear Chair, colleagues, compatriots, in fact, for 2 days Azerbaijan has unleashed an aggression against Artsakh, threatening the existence of Artsakh. And when I heard the term struggle for survival, I knew that it was a struggle for survival, and we have nowhere to retreat. We have only one thing to do: to be consolidated and to win. Glory and glory to those who laid their lives on the altar of freedom. I express my condolences to the families of the perished. The situation is aggravated by Turkey, which supports Azerbaijan, nevertheless will win, and the attempts to eliminate us will fail and will have grave consequences for those who perpetrate that. Although the problem is solved in the battlefield thanks to the courage of our soldiers, it's important to deliver to the international platforms and to demonstrate to the entire world the fascist essence of Azerbaijan and Turkey. That's why I call on the ambassadors and diplomats in different capitals. You perform an important mission, and you are the rear of the Armenian soldier. You follow the justice and the just struggle of our people. This is a signature of genocide and must be properly condemned by international community. Your work is no less important. You hold our external front, and we must deliver the message and present the truth about this aggression unleashed by the dictatorial leader who heroized the one who killed somebody who was asleep. Sarpui Grigoryan. Dear colleagues, dear citizens, one of the two Sisian losses was a woman, Hasmik. There is no hard and dangerous work for the Armenian woman. I am ready at the moment, go to the front line, but not to inspire soldiers, but to fight. It seems the mission of the woman is peace. No. In our case, we all know that peace cannot be begged or demanded. One shall force people to ensure peace. The Armenian woman oftentimes takes arms and fires accurately. I call on Armenian mothers to be strong, because indeed our fate is to be cold-hearted. We shall continue sharing the defense of this country with our men, and we have no other way. It is the same thing as happened all the times. Armenia will not go somewhere else. Our neighbors won't change. We shall consider this and economically strengthen this country, because the world is changing. And after this victory, we must induce the enemy to keep distance from Artsakh and our borders. We women have a lot to do. We shall not be clad in black. We shall be courageous in this period of our history. Dear Supreme Commander, please take into account my request. Draft me whenever it is necessary, and if this is this moment, then at this moment. Draft me as a follower of Queen Parandzem, as the Armenian citizen who couldn't donate a child to the country, but who has duties towards this country. I'm more than sure that my freedom fighter father is smiling in heaven. Long live Republic of Armenia, long live Artsakh, and will prevail. Knyaz Hasanov. Dear Speaker, dear colleagues, as we know, back in July 12, when the Azeri army conducted subversive actions against the Armenian state border, and now has launched large-scale war along the length of the border of Artsakh. From the very first day, the Turkish authorities spread a statement that they support Azerbaijan and will always be beside them. The Turkish authorities obviously announce that Kurdish parties must be destroyed along with the Kurdish people. And today there is genocide committed against our people. 2 days ago, the Turkish Procuracy General arrested 82 members of the Kurdish party. They were, including the mayor of Kars, saying that six years ago they supported the Kurds in the Syrian city of Koban, where Kurds were eliminated. We condemn the Turkish authorities and this subversive act of Azerbaijan, and at the same time we support the Armenian people and will be always beside it. Taking into account the fact that the Turkish authorities have launched a genocide against the Kurds, and 100 years ago the same genocide was committed against the Armenian people, I call on my Kurdish compatriots of Turkey, Iraq and Syria to support the Armenian people, to confront the Turkish and Azeri
մեր ժողովրդին կազմամբ։ Շնորհակալություն։
intentions.
Շնորհակալություն պարոն Հասանov, հաջորդ ելույթ Վիկտոր Ենգիբարյան։
Մեծարգո նախագահ, հարգարժան գործընկերներ, տիկնայք եւ պարոնայք, այսօրվա պատերազմը սկիզբ է առել դեռևս 19-րդ դարի վերջերին, սա ծրագրավորված պետական մակարդակով կազմակերպված ցեղասպանության շարունակության անփառունակ փորձ է։ Սա հայկական էթնոսը բնաջնջելու փորձ է, սա մեր տեսակը ցեղասպանելու եւ մեր պատմական հայրենիքը զավթելու փորձ է։ Սա մեզ համար նորություն չէ եւ ասածս հաստատում է հարևան բռնապետության ղեկավար Իլհամ Ալիևի ռազմատենչ ռետորաբանությունը եւ ասածս հաստատում է թուրքական իշխանությունների ռազմատենչ եւ հակամարտկային հայտարարությունները։ Սա արշավ է ընդդեմ մեր քաղաքակրթության, մեր ինքնության, մեր եկեղեցիների, մեր դպրոցների, սա արշավ է ընդդեմ
The National Assembly of the Republic of Armenia strongly condemns the military aggression and large-scale armed attack unleashed by the Republic of Azerbaijan against the Republic of Artsakh in the morning of September 27, 2020, which grossly violated the principle of resolving international disputes exclusively by peaceful means. These criminal actions by the military political leadership of Azerbaijan, including the targeting of peaceful settlements with large-caliber weapons, indiscriminatory attacks on civilians and civilian infrastructure, as well as the previous aggression in Tavush in July 2020, constant belligerent and anti-Armenian rhetoric aimed at the eviction of Armenians from Artsakh, once again prove that the Azerbaijani government is a real threat to the existence of the Armenians of Artsakh, the security of Artsakh Republic and the Republic of Armenia, the whole Armenian nation, as well as the security of the whole region. Therefore, all self-defense operations carried out by the Armenian armed forces are aimed at the neutralization of this danger. Military actions against the civilian population, the elderly, children, women, are prohibited not only by the international law, but in all civilizations, all world religions and confessions. The international community must take active measures to restrain Azerbaijani aggression, as well as Turkish continuous aspirations to intervene in the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict that will lead to extreme destabilization in the region, posing a direct threat to international peace and security. Such kind of adventurism by Azerbaijan, carried out with the apparent support of Turkey, is a gross violation of international law, which must receive the targeted legal political assessment by the international community. We urge our international partners to unequivocally condemn this aggression of the authoritarian Azerbaijan against democratic Artsakh and call on the international community to draw a distinction between hatred and humanity. The National Assembly of the Republic of Armenia reaffirms that the Armenian side remains committed to the peaceful settlement of the conflict within the framework of the OSCE Minsk Group co-chairs. At the same time, as the guarantor of the security of the Artsakh Republic, Armenia will not hesitate to take all the necessary measures to protect the security of the Artsakh Armenians, as well as the expression of their will for self-determination. Will continue to advise you about the aggression unleashed by Azerbaijan. At the same time, it's necessary to double our efforts to deliver information accurately and in a targeted way. I wish courage to the fighters and consolidation for those who work in the rear, so that we can be worthy of what we are worthy. Enough is enough. We are going to win. Sos Avetisian. Dear Speaker, deputies, the people of Armenia and Artsakh, today we are going to adopt a special statement addressed to the international community. I want to say the following, that when there is no targeted criticism of genocidal activities of Azerbaijan, such aggressions happen. I want to say that according to all international conventions, against all international human rights convention, civilian population is targeted. What else is necessary for the international community to make a statement? We are going to work by all diplomatic channels to deliver the truth to the international community, but the most important thing here is to be abreast with our fighting forces and to properly manage information, because this war is going to take long and it will be disastrous, and we must be consolidated, and every day we must be beside our armed forces. Only in this case we'll be able to talk to the international community. Only in this case it will be possible to win. I'm sure in all the important centers of the world, information has been spread about the preparation of the Azeri aggression. Any observer could notice that, and I'm sure that certain centers knew about it, and now they're waiting for the outcome. I want to assure you that this outcome will be victorious. Thank you. Arman Abovyan. Dear colleagues, dear Chairman, I want to appeal to the ethnic minorities of Azerbaijan, Lezgis, Talish, the Avar. This is not your war. Open and see the names of the losses already in place. It's mostly your representatives. Ask yourself why the fascist regime of Aliyev drives you to the front line. Those who have been living with us side by side for centuries do not allow Azerbaijan and Turkish fascism use you and your children's lives for their cannibalistic policies. Save your children, remove them from Azerbaijan, sabotage the criminal Aliyev's regime's orders. Once again, this is not your war. You are sent to obliteration in the Armenian highlands of Karabakh, but I want to warn you that no matter who is armed on the Armenian and Artsakh soil will be destroyed. I call on you, save the lives of your children. Evacuate them. I want to remind you also, just ask yourself why today in Azerbaijan civil aviation flights are prohibited to prevent you from avoiding these attempts to make you cohorts and accomplices to the crimes they are committing now. Glory to the Armenian army. Vahe Enfiajan. Dear colleagues, dear compatriots, the war unleashed by Azerbaijan must be condemned and deterred by the international community. If we speak of priorities, there are three basic principles where we shall perform functions. First, military resistance, internal consolidation, and influence on the public opinion in the international community. We shall present